Hello, mate. Well, I felt better today than I'd ever felt and did a little matcha green tea, which is excellent for antioxidants. And I think the other one's called chia tea. It's got a little caffeine in it, and matcha green tea's got caffeine. I did a little of matcha and felt fantastic. And then I just hit a wall. And I haven't been getting like maybe 6 hours sleep. I haven't needed it because I wasn't on any caffeine. And then all of a sudden, because caffeine is fake energy. And I was talking to Michael tonight. I didn't tell him why I felt so bad, but I was just, you hit that wall because when you're sick, you're supposed to rest. When you do caffeine, you're not resting your body. You're actually speeding up your heart and doing all that kind of stuff. So, or releasing adrenaline, I should say. So, I'm a little flat, a little tired, but maybe we'll do a good video. So I think I might have already shown you this. Michael's doing the gematria on Linda Doherty, which is the name of the October 2nd person in the song 88 Minutes. I mean, in the movie 88 Minutes. And anytime you're putting Al Pacino, who was Satan from The Devil's Advocate, where they used Trump's penthouse, and they mention Donald Trump's name when concerning attending a party where it was said, these are the Republicans of New York. So, and you're going to mix Al Pacino with the number 88. And all I could do is ask myself, how come I didn't watch this movie? But I wouldn't have known what I was looking for. And what am I looking for? We're looking for anything to do with 102 or 210, which is October 10th, the way it is written in Canada and Europe and so forth. It could be 210, 102. And sure enough, they don't try to hide. They just say October 2nd. Boom. And that was the name. And Michael did a gematria on that. We'll get to that. And I needed to get these to Michael on how to spell her name. So this was to Michael, Linda Doherty. So he did the gematria on that. Now, I went into Casino Royale. I wanted to start all 5 James Bond movies again. And then I texted Michael and I said, what if we gematria the titles of the James Bonds of the Daniel Craig era, Book of Daniel Craig, and would they tell us a complete thought, a complete sentence, by getting phrases out of it that you could piece together? And boy, did he ever come up with some stuff. Anyway, Chris Cornell did the theme song. He was born on the date of The Dark Knight Rises, which could just be a big coincidence. Okay, there's a movie called 444. Jamie sent me this. In the preview of the movie, or the trailer, it's a man with a woman much younger than him. And all I could say to Michael is Mayday. Some Mayday trolling. And Willem Dafoe, of course, plays the Antichrist or plays Satan. And it's about the last days on Earth, and it's 444. And yeah, I can tell Michael. Michael, just ask me what that 444 is, and I'll tell you that concerning the whole Mayday deal. So thank you, Jamie, for that. Jamie said, I was looking at the connection to the Super Bowl because the blackout Super Bowl was 9 years and 11 days from this one. It was in New Orleans, which is the other LA. And LA is L and an A, so it's 121, May Day. And it's also 121 is Antichrist. It says, she says, LA, our state abbreviation. And there's the LSU Tigers, of course, there. So you got the Bengal Tigers in Los Angeles, and you got the LSU Tigers, and they're called the Bayou Bengals. And this particular year, the tiger is a water tiger. So, and she said, LSU Tigers are the Bayou Bengals, water tigers. The newer LA Ram logo, the horn clearly has the crescent moon. New Orleans is the crescent city. Well, a crescent moon is, a world religion over there, sort of like in that Middle Eastern section. And they're all about the mother goddess. That's what their religion is all about. Thank you, Jamie, for that. I talked to Jamie the other night on the telephone. It was a great chat. Talked to Michael on the telephone, great chat. Talked to Justin on the telephone, great chat. And I would love for all of them to be able to talk to each other. So I asked Jamie if she'd be interested in talking to Michael. And I'll have to ask Michael too, but that'd be just great if y'all could talk, collaborate, just, it's fellowship is what it is. That's what we do here. So we remember the ellipsis from when I broke this movie down a long time ago, and I think I got a better picture of it. And if you notice, it's my birthday, and you're like, well, no, that's June. Nope. This is over there in Europe. That's my birthday, July 6th. And his love interest in the movie that carries him all through all 5 Daniel Craig movies, even though she died in the first one, but it was his James Bond's love for her that drove him through the next 5 until he fell in love again with a girl. Well, anyway. So you see ellipsis, which is ... which I don't know if y'all have ever seen me email, but that's how I dot. I mean, that's how I email, ... I don't do like proper capitalization, proper periods. So, but okay, ellipsis is the code word, and it has my birthday. And that is the year I met Candy, which would be when I turned 45 years old. So that birthday is when I turned 45 years old. And that's the 6th of July, 2006. And she and I had just really begun seriously dating that summer. And you see there's a 555 and a 101. You got the 24, you got the 42, and my third marriage, number 5. First marriage, second marriage, now a third marriage. And of course, Candy's number began with 55244. So Candy totally repped my second marriage by being a 5 and a 5. But she was 552. Well, 52 was also a way to rep my second marriage. So Candy's exact number repped the exact marriage that I had to her. It's just like she repped me, her marriage numbers, I was her 88. This took up the whole screen. I don't know what it means to y'all. You do have 222 coding, which is, well, it's got a 2 semicolon 22. And the 2 semicolon 22 is Genesis chapter 2, verse 22. The rib being removed, which created Eve. And in their world, it's all about Eve. She's the one that took the bite out of the apple and then talked Adam into it. Now, 912 was the year that Candy and I met. That's our combined number. Met 2005, so there's 912 coding. So there's 912. Was it a 9122 the year we met? It was 9122 the year we met. So that is 9122 fused in with Eve. So I don't know. is what it is, right? Here's some 9122 coding again now you see that it's July 6th because this is taken from the cell phone ellipsis. It was just doing it another way. So you see where it says 6 July 06. That is the exact day I turned 45 years old, right when Kenny and I had began our relationship. First date was back in December, dated through February, split up, got back together that summer in June of 2006. And we're engaged by December, married the following July 2007. There's your 007 code, huh? Again, 6 July. There's my two favorite numbers, 24 and 42. And there's ellipsis, which is how I email. Should I show? Let's see if I can find an email. Well, there's emailing Justin right there. And I actually put Justin's emails in here. Or two of his emails, probably not this one. He said the odds, LOL. And I do fascinating fine, no capitalization, ... which is an ellipsis. An ellipsis is supposed to mean that you're leaving out words. Well, that's not what I use it for. I just use it to separate sentences. I also don't capitalize I's, like the letter I, because it's easy on your eyes to see the small I and the dot. I do everything that's easy on the eyes. So I separate sentences. I do a lot of spacing. I almost separate every sentence like it's its own paragraph, if not two sentences, then a paragraph. I just do everything that's very easy on the eyes. Easy on the eyes. So that's how I type when I do emails. Well, here's one I can prove to you back on last Monday. So way before I watched the Casino Royale that had ellipsis, and I didn't even know what an ellipsis meant, but I went ahead and Googled it this time. But there's my ... And there's my ... And there's my ... It's an email to Michael. So, again, with the trolling, my birthday, ellipsis. 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 The ellipsis, ... Also formerly known as ... a series of dots that indicates an intentional omission of I don't do it for an omission of a word. I don't know, I've always done it. So, and then of course my birthday. That kicks off the Daniel Craig James Bond, the book of Daniel. That's all I do is go back and forth and teach Daniel and Revelation. I am, if nothing else, the end times. That's what I do for a living. As I was born at 404 Lime Street. Well, at the hospital, then taken home. 404 verses in the book of Revelation. So now there's me and Kenny's combined number, the 455. And that's a number that came across the screen as a phone number. Lots of phone numbers in this James Bond thing, again, with the ellipses. That they looked at that so many times in the movie. I know why I did that. Why I sent it to myself, not sure. So Javier Bardem's character, lo and behold, in the movie, he's James Bond strangles a guy and the guy leaves scrapes all over the floor because of his feet, trying to get away from being strangled. I'm like, they are recreating the Javier Bardem scene that opened up No Country for Old Men. So lo and behold, Javier Bardem is also repping Donald Trump, and notice the hair and the comb over. You can't make it up. And his name in the movie was Anton Chigurh. AC are the initials, Antichrist. And Javier Bardem, there's your JB. So October 2nd, Antichrist. And at Javier Bardem, or at October 2nd, it will be No Country for Old Men. because World War is breaking out. And if you're an old man, which I am, so trolling me again, I'll be 61 at the time. So am I just being trolled again with that? No, of course not. I'm just joking with you. I asked Michael to do some gematria on that. I said, I bet that would be pretty fascinating. So I said, all 5 James Bond movies, Casino Royale, Quantum of Solace, Skyfall, Spectre, No Time to Die, as we would gematria each name individually, I wonder if they tell a story making complete thought or complete sentences. And Michael came up with stuff, and of course they did. I said, proof I'm being trolled. Vesper Lind. Well, I want you to notice the August 4th. That's my first wife's birthday, August 4th. And see the 628? That's her first 3 digits. So she was born August 4th times 1964. And notice her number begins with 628. I mean, it's like the whole movie is Troll Trey. Now, I would always contend that the fallen angels knew I would be doing this. Of course, I just don't think they're in the dimension of time like we are. I think they're in a different dimension. They can come in and out of our dimension. We've always heard that they could. And so they're the time travelers, so to speak. So they created these movies, and I watched these movies, I had no clue of anything. And now that I watch them with my eye, of course, I can see like, yeah, okay. So I'm being trolled. That's all good. Now, so Mr. White, the text message toward the end of the movie where he knew to go. And of course, he does get with him in the movie Spectre. And it's his daughter who he ends up falling in love with. And it's Mr. White that's partly responsible for the first girlfriend's death. But you have a 926 code for September 26th, and we targeted that date because it is 42 days from the 88 full moon, 11/8, on November 8th, my grandson's birthday. But it's, you know, it's 222 coding also. Could be nothing, but we don't ever think their numbers are nothing, but at least had the 222 coding. Now you got the 7843 in the license tag. So 14308, which I've explained to y'all many times, times me, 7 times 6 times 1961. And you have the 7843. And that's always been a tremendous number for me, this whole set of numbers. Got the 43 right in the middle, the 14 Trey, 08, Candy's marriage number. And you've got the November 7th or Revelation 11:7, the beast rising from the bottomless pit, right in that. And they're giving you the rest of it. And I'm telling you, that's what the 7843 means, is they're really giving you 11:7, because they know that I know the extension of that. Or not. You're weird. This whole existence is weird. And talking to Jamie couldn't believe just how weird everything's getting. But everything's very weird. The movie number for Motion Picture Arts and Sciences, apparently, I didn't load it. So let me go find it and retext it. Well, it finally made it. This is from Casino Royale. It's got April 20th and event 201 fused in with the number. And backwards is 102 for October 2nd. It's got everything in there. Well, 201 automatically is October 2nd because they do things backwards. They do things backwards. So it's Motion Picture Association of America number. And there is a website that'll actually give you that. You know, to keep this from getting too long, we're not going to go there. UFC 201, I was thinking about. Go back and look at the date. Well, it's July 30th, 2016. Nothing sticks out other than the fact that it's in Atlanta, Georgia, which is your 404 area code. So State Farm Arena, Payne Arena. State Farm Arena, Payne Arena phone number. Are they in the 404? No, they're in the 956. So they're not even in the 404. Well, that's because it's Texas. I thought we just said it was in Atlanta. It's at Phillips Arena. UFC 201 Fighting Championship held on July 30th at Phillips Arena, Atlanta, Georgia. Location, State Farm Arena, Payne Arena. Well, they just threw me off, didn't they? The funny part is, at least I did, y'all did see the 66 for the book of Revelation. It's the 66th book in the Bible. In the 88, UFC 201, Wikipedia. I mean, UFC Fight Night 201. And this is Enterprise, Nevada. Oh, that's Fight Night 201. That's not UFC 201. Yeah, I know there's a difference. They have fight nights and then they just have numbers. So this was in Phillips Arena. Atlanta, Georgia, which is usually 404 coding. State Farm Arena. State Farm Arena, Atlanta, Georgia phone number. There you go. There's your 404. Sorry it took so long to get there, but that is 404 coding for Event 201. We do think Event 201 opens up the 404. It opens up the Book of Revelation. And probably the fighters with their names and so forth and birthdays might give us even more. Justin said, is this stupid Russian war really about to pop off, or is it just white smoke as always? I told him no clue. I have no idea. When I was talking to Michael tonight, and I was dead as a doornail talking to Michael, I just had no, like I had fallen asleep on the couch when he called. I was asleep. And, but it's so hard to figure. All I could really tell Michael was it's information overload. There's so much information coming in right now that there is absolutely nothing definitive. Well, there never is anything definitive. We've been wrong about every, prediction so far when Trump would go down. But there's just, we're almost at the let's just sit back and enjoy the ride mode. Then Justin sent me this. Actually, I've got it better already down here, I think. Yeah. Because I wanted to use it for the video. So on 5/14/2022, remember I keep telling y'all it's the flower full moon 2 days later on May 16th. The flower full moon. And that's the same date as the full moon of February. And you're like, well, I thought you told us they back up pretty much a day each month. And they do. Because the next one is June 14th. So it backed up 2 days. And I think that's because you almost have a double 16th, the 16th and the 16th, I think, for April and May. And you got 31 months and 30 months. So things, change. But let me see. April. Yeah, April's might be the 17th. But my point is, it's leap year that really, threw off the stagger. I mean, not leap year, the month of February, the 28 days. So then it rebalances, and then you start subtracting. Starting in March, you can just about subtract a day each month, give or take. And so I always thought a great time for Trump to go down would be over there in Israel, which would kick off World War III in the Middle East, because that's what the letter to Massini allegedly said, that it would be a Middle Eastern war that would bring down the whole earth, but it would begin. So allegedly Trump would be 888 months old. I'm sorry, Israel would be 888 months old, and Trump would be 911 months old. So I don't know where Justin found that, but that was good stuff, Justin. So if you go to your date-to-date calculator and you key in June 14, 1946, and then bring it up to May 14th. And again, there's a full moon 2 days later. So if he was to go down on that anniversary, you're looking at 911 months exactly. Okay, 911 months exactly. And let's see if we get the 888 months. When did they become a? Israel became a nation May 14th. Yeah, what year? 1948. Okay. 1948. So we just change this to 48. And it's 887 months. Exactly. No, it's not 888. So they gave us a false. That's why we double check stuff, just in case. Now, but what I love about it is that's Candy's 2 marriage numbers. Because of the, she is 1028, 1973, 10 times 28 times 1973. She's 55, the double nickels, and the 52. And times her first husband, August 10th, 71. So you got the 87, then her marriage to me, the next progression of that would be the 88. So it's an 887 fusion, but it's definitely not an 888, Justin. Somebody, whoever put that up, wherever you caught that from, they fibbed on us, man. They fibbed on you, brother. And then there's that, and then we're done. All right. That is fascinating though, isn't it? 42, excuse me, 420 for April 20th, 201 days when you include April 20th and October 2nd, go backwards 10, 2 for October 2nd. And the only other number left is 12, which represents the church. And all of this is for the church. Opening the book of Revelation is for the church, and the abomination of desolation is for the church. It begins the Great Trib, which is, well, one date opens the book of the Bible, the book of Revelation, and the other date begins the Great Tribulation. And it's a 201-day span, we believe. We guesstimate. So let's wrap this up with everything from TikTok. TikTok doc. TikTok doc. Well, think of the thing called TikTok, the little app that kids use today. Well, all in this movie, it's all about TikTok doc. TikTok doc. Now it's your turn. TikTok doc. TikTok doc. So, and there's your 37 minutes for 37 coding. And, you know, remember when Trump was all about TikTok? So let us continue, please. TikTok doc. TikTok doc.
He's going to go down on October 2nd, but he's not going to do the 42 days.
He won't do the 42 days like Jesus. He'll do 37 days maybe. So what if he does do it differently? That he has a different number. Jesus did 42 days from when he died, from when he ascended. Well, Trump doesn't have to do the, maybe Trump's got his own number. So if we keyed in October 2nd, and then there is a full moon on November 8th, when he would ascend, and you want to include the numbers. I mean, include both dates. That's a 38-day cycle. Okay. 38 days. Well, what if he died on a Monday? He gets hit on the 2nd and dies on a Monday. Then there's your 37. And look at that, 888 hours. And remember how big I was on that movie called The Hours. So it's going to be 103. Yeah, that could very well be. And isn't that November full moon called a snow full moon? Didn't we? Or was that a different one? There's a couple different snow full moons up there. There's your flower full moon, May 16th, I was telling you about, and April 16th. They double up. See, because you get February 16th. Instead of the next one being on the 15th, it should be backing up a day. Since you're short 28 days, it goes all the way up to March 18th. Then you're going to back up a day. That should be the 17th, but it's late in the day. Okay. But we'll just say 17th, and then the next one is 16th. And then this one goes all the way to 14th. But let's go ahead, 14th, and then 13th, and then 11th, then 10th, then 9th of October. And then the 8th. Did I make it the 8th? Yeah, the 8th of November. And it's called a snow moon also. It will be a snow full moon, just like this one. So you got a Super Bowl before a snow full moon again. Well, what's the Super Bowl of October 2nd? It's Super Bowl 57, which Michael has said comes up in some codings. And I'm like, that's because the Trump event is a Super Bowl. It's like a Super Bowl event. It's a euphemism for Super Bowl. Did I use that word properly? Euphemism definition. A mild or indirect word or expression substituted for one considered to be harsh or blunt when referring to something unpleasant or embarrassing. Well, then I used it incorrectly. Whoops. Gotta clear my throat here. Hang on. So the fact that you've got a snow full moon and a snow full moon Snow full moon. The next nicknames are Storm and Hunger. Coming storm. Sturgeon. You got a blood full moon when he goes down, but he doesn't ascend from the bottomless pit until November 7. Oh, I get it. He's going to ascend on the 7th. It's still going to be a full moon, just not exactly full. Because Egyptian time compared to United States time difference. They're 7 hours ahead of us. Okay. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay. So let me get my head back together here. If he goes down on the 2nd and rises on the Bible verse date, when the beast rises from the bottomless pit, you get your 37 days. You get your 888 hours. The Hours movie. What a dark movie that was. Golly, what a dark movie. You want to talk about a non-feel-good movie. Ugh. It released on Christmas 2002. How many days after 9/11 was that? So Christmas. What was 03, wasn't it? 470 days or 471. If you look at the hours, 1280. If you include both dates, 11304. Okay. Hey man, I was just curious. Get off me. It's 114 minutes. But it was Meryl Streep, Julianne Moore, Nicole Kidman, Ed Harris, Claire Danes, lots of big heavy hitters. And Michael, I don't think Nicole Kidman's one. What do you think? I think she might be one that had slipped through the cracks, so to speak. Ooh, her name is Kid Man. No, guess not. My bad. Because Michael says it's always in the name. If you can't quite tell what you're looking at, go to their name. If it's got a man's name, like, you know, Julia Roberts for a last name, he said those are your tells, and he's right. Wow. They really. Anyway, so it was 888 hours. The Hours, IMDb. I want to look at the URL on it. It's got a 455. It's me and Candy's first 3 digits. But nothing, and it's got to 58, 4558, 58 at the end. For highly rated movie, 7.5. The acting was tremendous because it was so dark. And her name was Virginia Woolf. Now, see, I quit giving, you know, I was the boy that cried wolf. So you can't believe me anymore. And after I cried wolf and was wrong, did the Lord give us the date? But nobody would believe me because my last date that I was really high on was the wolf full moon. I'm the boy that cried wolf. And nobody believed me. They're like, didn't happen. You're making it up again. We ain't believing you. So I don't think there's anything else I needed to go over. I didn't even play that video. So why bother? So let's go ahead and do the 10 videos for Casino Royale. Call it a night.
So I'm going back. I'm going to watch all the Daniel Craig Bonds. And
wait till you see Michael's gematria on them. Maybe I need to go find that email, just that one particular one for Michael, since this is a Bond theme.
Right off the bat with Casino Royale, you get the Valentines.
So you get Valentine's hearts. Boom.
There they are. There they are.
We remember Billy Ray Valentine, you know, in Trading Places, walking in front of the Twin Towers.
Hearts broke out first, didn't they?
The hearts broke out
the
first.
Clubs.
Yes, they did. Clubs
and the spades.
Everybody beating each other with clubs.
And then the diamonds.
And diamonds came last. Because
so
that'll be Trump rising from the ashes, of course. By the way, the length of the move is 2, 2, 4, 3, 3, 224, 33, or 22, 4, 33. See when
we can't even get out of the
when Katie marries her fiance, that'll be 3, 3. Because his marriage number is 3. He's only been married once.
Opening credits.
So can't even get out of the opening credits, and here's another one. So a guy gets hit by a spade, by a bullet.
Bullet. We're gonna call that a spade. And when it hits,
Valentine's Day. But y'all, he didn't get hit in the eye. He got hit in the chest. So is that a Biden or Obama situation? I mean, if you think things got crazy over a man named, by the way, my step grandfather's last name, his name was J.T. Floyd. Remember that last name? If you think things got crazy over that last name in 2020, heavy psyop. Let something happen to Barack. Watch how crazy this place gets. What do y'all think? I don't know what to think. Trey's still thinking he's being trolled by fallen angels in predictive programming. So y'all don't know what to think.
So the theme song just in.
We think we're watching a crazy man is what we're thinking. So as soon as the themes and opening credits all end, the first number we see flash up on the screen
ended.
Is
you
a
had an
102.
Opening scene, then you had the very long money sign, pet goat with a money sign.
I pet goat, money sign, Antichrist, got the cross on his chest. I mean, are we supposed to be wearing a cross? I don't.
First thing we see.
First numbers we see, it's a 101. And it flips to a 102 immediately. Like you can barely catch it with the naked eye.
The pinball machine. First thing we see.
102. And I stopped it.
Is October 2nd.
You don't even see the 101 because it flipped right before it. Like, did you catch it with the naked eye? Yeah, you can see it with a naked eye. But it flips. And you got a target there, like a bullseye. And it looks like, I mean, is she shooting something?
Is
Bullseye. I don't know. Interesting. Everything's interesting. I don't know anything that's not interesting anymore. Neither is Jamie.
I forgot the Porsche 911 is the Porsche.
So you got 911. You got the Porsche 911. You got the Porsche 718. And it did have 718, which is 911 coding.
718 also.
At the 102.
And that's the October 2nd timing of it.
So the camera, I mean, when that thing flips to 102, it is at 718 seconds. Now, if you look at this, it's 9 of 11 seconds in this video that I made. That would be Holy Spirit synchronicity. You see the 911 down there at the bottom? I'm at 9 of 11 seconds. It just caught my eye. Freaky, freaky, because this video is actually called Porsche 911 Porsche 718 equals 102 or October 2nd. And when I stopped it at 9 of it's 11-second video, and I stopped it at 9. Just notice that I stopped it at 9. That's crazy. I'm sure I'm just making it up. I don't know. Not really, but I don't know. I don't want y'all to start throwing up.
Now, is this going to be
if I was acting and making all this stuff up, I would be a magician of theatrics, wouldn't I?
Joke concerning the skewered
But the truth is stranger than the fiction.
lamb? When he says one sympathizes sarcastically, like when they're.
So you got the movie Silence of the Lambs, which is all about killing the sheep, silencing the church. And he's going to talk about the lamb that he had, and it was skewered. And then he's going to say one sympathizes, which has nothing to do with the movie, has nothing to do with eating lamb, unless it's the church. And then he's going to sarcastically say he's sympathetic about the church getting skewered. Donald Trump is James Bond.
They're killing sheep. And he won't care.
I was thinking she was a girl in the movie, Michael. What do you think? Or is that another man? Dadgummit. I'm telling you, are they all men? God, I don't know. I don't know.
You noticed.
Even accountants have imagination. How was your lamb?
Skewered. And sympathizes.
One sympathizes. Little sarcasm there for the church by the Antichrist, Donald Trump. "102 coding, Eve of." Now, her name is Eve. Her name is Eve. Her name is Eva Green. In real life, that's her name, Eva Green. And in real life, her birthday is July 6th, my birthday. Again, the Trump, the me and Trump connection. Because guess who his best love interest is all throughout all 5 until the very end when he falls in love with the other girl. And the other girl's like, you haven't gotten over this girl. And they, in real life, she has my birthday. Her name is Eva Green, Wikipedia. Eva Green, Wikipedia. Eva, which also means Eve. We've looked that up before. It says born July 6, 1980. And it was her birthday. Now, why would they be putting an actress's real life birthday? And is it really her real life birthday? Or did they just tell her, yeah, just trust us. This is going to be your birthday. You and your family can just, not tell anybody. I don't know. But let's just say, okay, that's her real life birthday. It's my birthday. What did I turn? I turned 19 years old. when she was born. Man, I'm watching Casino Royale and I'm seeing Trey Stokes coding throughout the movie.
Now I'm going to play
But that's because I'm a narcissist and I'm very myopic.
the numbers
It's all about me.
game again with their little counter. All four movies.
Now you got 102, 101 coding. Okay, and that the same conversation. Like I stopped it and kept going with the movie, and I was like, well, I need to put this up too. Yeah, hey, I stopped it on 007. All right, ready? Let's go.
Movies. That really bad one. The day, July 6th. Cell phone, this texting. But more to the point, too. And he's going to smirk after she dies is what the next four movies are all about. Boom. So good evening.
Good evening, Miss Bent.
Good evening, Mr. Bond.
Good evening.
So it's good evening. Well, what is evening? Well, evening is the Eve. And her name is Eva Green. Eva comes from the word Eve. Eve is an English given name for a female derived from the Latin name Eva. So this is an Adam and Eve scenario. Hey, there's 144. I love seeing the church. There you go. So she is Eve. The word evening comes from the word Eve.
According to Wikipedia, the Old English Ephnean originated from Aphan, which meant the time between sunset and darkness, and was synonymous with even, which meant the end of the day.
The word is derived from Eve, which originated from Athenian, meaning become evening, grow toward evening. The Old English originated from Eve, which meant the time between sunset, darkness, and was synonyms of, anyway. What can I tell you? Hey, there's my 275, like Trump is 207. You do the same gematria. So again, that's Eve, me, Eve coding. Obviously, I'm not Eve, but it's getting weird. Because that goes to the machine right there. I mean, the AI just threw that up there for us, knowing that I would see it, knowing I would see the 275. Like Trump is 119 in Jewish gematria, and he's 88 in simple gematria. Well, I did my name in that and came up 275. I showed y'all once. I'm not going to do it again. But I think they get a laugh out of toying with us. What do you think? I think they do. So he's going to say good evening. In other words, Eve is good. And they're going to smirk it up and laugh about it. And the Eve is October 1st of the event that goes down on October 2nd. And right after they say good Eve, the eve of, it'll flip to 102 after they say it.
Good evening, Mr. Bond.
Good evening, Miss Bent.
Boom. As soon as they're done, October 2nd. Now, that could just be a coincidence, just like all the stuff I see about me up there is just a coincidence. Don't buy none of it. No, we don't believe in coincidences, do we? We just don't. We don't believe in coincidences. We don't. Anton Chigurh, initials for AC. So James Bond's strangling a guy and he's making all the marks on the floor. And it's the same as in No Country for Old Men, making all the marks on the floor. He's strangling a guy and the guy's going like around in circles. He made the marks all around him. Marks, see the marks on the floor? So James Bond is Anton Chigurh. They are all Donald Christ. Anton Chigurh, initials AC. You just gotta love it, don't you? Donald Duck or Donald Trump, this says. Keep in mind now, the lady saying this was, her birthday is October 2nd, 1988.
Players on Earth for the rest of the week, and you ready for Super Bowl 56. Aaron Donald is considered one of the most dominant players in the NFL. Ahead, all you need to know about our favorite Donald.
All you need to know about our favorite Donald. Who's their favorite Donald? Well, Aaron Donald is 99. Upside down, it's 66 for the book of Revelation. Now, I just got through watching a movie that was horrible. It was rated well. Horrible. It's called Profile. Profile, IMDb. 2018 movie. Hang on a second. I'm having a glitch. It was rated 6.8. And the whole movie is basically shot through a computer screen, as if you're watching through a computer screen. So I ended up fast forwarding through it. And as I'm fast forwarding, I caught this 102 movie called Profile. You got 12:55 for the reversal, 21:55. 12 and 21 90. Reversal. There it is. And 102. October 2nd. Coding in a movie once again. And it's like, it's in every movie. I remember when years ago when I was just getting into conspiracy theory and they were showing all these 9/11s and all these movies, I'm like, all the movies that they showed us that had 9/11 coding, I've already seen in 2 weeks that many movies that have got 102 coding. Already seen it. Lucifer in the City. Well, it's a statue. Okay. I got confused for a minute because I'm like, what am I doing on that channel? I thought I uploaded it to the wrong channel. I just get confused sometimes. I'm old. So I made this for Facebook, so I had to do a lot of splaining. But that's Lucifer. Statue of an angel in Central Park. It's called, Michael, you want a gematria? This Bethesda fountain. Look at the searches. 666. Now tell me again, the ghost in the machine isn't messing with you. About 666 searches. You don't think the AI just didn't give us that? Just kind of saying hello to Jamie, hello to Michael, hello to Justin, hello, Trey. We're coming to get you. Just sit tight, because eventually you're going to be ours. So let's go down and look at Lucifer. And you see the female breast, which is basically the Baphomet. It's the male blended with the female. Because we know that there are no female angels. And you can see that one there gives you more of a close-up of the head or the face, where you can really tell it's a female. Big time feminine features. Whoops. So you can say to yourself, and Michael would, that's a T-R-A-N-N-Y. Michael would say, look at the neck. But you see the breast? I mean, are those breasts? Granted, not real big. And you got big shoulders, big traps, breast. It's Lucifer. Statue of female angel in Central Park. The Angel of the Waters. The Angel of the Water statue atop Bethesda Fountain is a masterpiece work of sculptor Emma Stebbins. I bet Michael will even gematria that. He don't care. It's the earliest public artwork by a woman in New York City and the only sculpture sanctioned as part of the early design of Central Park. Angel of the Waters. LGBT. It was cast in Munich and officially dedicated May 31st, 1873. The iconic statue was commissioned in 1863. So Stebbins was but one of a number of LESBIAN artists known as female jolly bachelors that formed a circle around Cushman. Stebbins sculpted a group that depicts the biblical angel of Bethesda resting at the base, 4 cherubs. Is that a Catholic Bible? Anyway. You see the, from that view, you can really see the breasts. Angel of Bethesda Bible. The Pool of Bethesda is a pool in Jerusalem known for the New Testament account of Jesus miraculously healing paralyzed man from the 5th chapter Gospel of John. I've read that many times. There's nothing in there about no angel of Bethesda, where it is described as being near the sheep gate, surrounded by 5 covered. You key in Bible, Angel of Bethesda Bible verse. It won't give you one. You have to search for Pool of Bethesda Bible verse, which is what they tried to get me to search for. And that's the healing pool. And you get in there with your King James. Now, there is at Jerusalem by a sheep market of a pool, which is called in Hebrew tongue Bethesda, having 5 porches, literally porches. Does Porsche have 5 vehicles? The 718, the 911, and a few others? 3 others? And these lay great multitude of the folk of the blind, halt, withered, waiting. For an angel went down at a certain season into the pool and troubled the water. Okay, so it did have an angel. So there is an angel. It's not female. Not female. And this one here was made extremely Baphometic, male and female. And if you look at the Baphomet, heavy male features with female features. The Baphomet.
According to
Thank you. So you've got all of the heavy male features, shoulders, neck, and then the breast. Supple. Supple. And then, of course, we saw the head, the face, the hair. And then the neck and the shoulders. So you're looking at the Baphomet, and that's what they love. They love the Baphomet. They can't get enough of the Baphomet. And you can see the point, you know, literally coming out. So they're definitely making a female angel, and they love female angels because that's what they put on top of Christmas trees. Angel on top of Christmas trees. And when you look at angels on top of Christmas trees, again, they love female angels. That's what they do. That's how they roll. And never a male angel. So you had better believe that's what they've made that angel from the Bible. Now, the funny part, Revelation 17, verses 10 through 11, King James Version, Bible Gateway. There are 7 kings of Mystery Babylon. And of course, Trump is even the 8th because he's of the 7. Look at the archways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, I'll be 2 over there, 2 over here, 3 in the middle. 2 plus 2 plus 3 is 7. So Lucifer, that's Mystery Babylon. So the Baphomet is Mystery Babylon. We've always taught that way, that she is the female version of Satan. That's why they call it a her. So, yeah. 7 archways. And you know, we've been all through this arch situation, haven't we? And you know, the archway begins on Candy's birthday, October 28th, 2022. She'll be 49 years old. And that's what's, if he ascends on the 7th, like we believe he would, it'd be 10 days through the arch, or 11 days through the arch. On the 11th day, entering the arch. And the archway is a 25-day period of time. Anyway, that's it. Just to give you an idea. Michael's prep. It's not too big. So Michael's prep tomorrow, we're going to get into Casino Royale, Quantum of Solace, Skyfall, No Time to Die. I don't think he found anything big for Spectre. Spectre, pretty small word. He did his and John. So I mean, he, a lot of stuff that he saw that popped up. He did Lydia Doherty. So we'll get into all that tomorrow. I don't want to do it now because I want to really take my time with it. He deserves that. All right. Love y'all very much.